All right, we've got the end of an order to talk about here. Just a few more books coming in from an order. So let's talk about what these books are and we can get them on the shelf. So, first, we have A Party for Langston. Sorry about the glare. There Was a Party for Langston by Jason Reynolds. This book is a Caldecott Honor book and a Coretta Scott King Honor book. Written by Jason Reynolds with art by Jerome Pumphrey and Jarrett Pumphrey. And this one says, "You are invited to a most marvelous party for a most marvelous man, a man who turned the alphabet into thump-a-bump, who turned words into jazz, into rivers, into bustin' a move. All of his word children will be there, because it's a party for Langston. Langston Hughes, king of letters, Renaissance man. So don't be shy. Come on into the hoopla in Harlem. Everyone is welcome." It's got this, all these different authors who were influenced by Langston Hughes. Love this book. Most of these books are award winners, and Jason Reynolds is a author I'm a huge fan of. That's his first picture book, I believe. We got another one. This one was a Coretta Scott King Honor book as well. It's called Holding Her Own, The Exceptional Life of Jackie Orms. Jackie Orms made history. She was the first black woman cartoonist to be nationally syndicated in the United States. She was also a journalist, fashionista, philanthropist, and activist who used her incredible talent and artistry to bring joy and hope to people everywhere. But in post-World War II in America, black people were still being denied their civil rights, and Jackie found herself in a dilemma. How could her art stay true to her signature Jackie Joy while remaining honest about the inequalities black people had been fighting? Rising stars Tracy and Todd, author of Coretta Scott King Honor book Nina, A Story of Nina Simone, and Shannon Wright, co-creator of the best-selling graphic novel Twins, have created a gorgeous and heartfelt tribute to the indelible legacy of Jackie Orms, whose life and work still influence illustrators and cartoonists today. So that's a great one. Really love the art in this book. So, fun one. Again, most of these are award winners. This one is, I don't believe this one's on any award list. This one is just fun, and it was highly recommended on a list I looked at. It's called Down the Hole by Scott Slater, with art by Adam Ming. And this one says, when a suspiciously polite fox attempts to coax his next meal out of a burrow, he is met with a clever rabbit who's been cooking up a plan. Careful readers may spot what's in store for Fox before he does in this funny cautionary tale that roots for the underbunny. Sounds like a fun time. This one is big. Now, we sold this one at the book fair. I read it there, fell in love with it, bought a copy for my own house, and then definitely ordered one for the library. This is a, Caldecott. This is won the Caldecott this year. It's a National Book Award finalist, and it's a Coretta Scott King honor award. It might have been the winner or the honor. I don't know for sure. But it says, once there was a girl, she had a big laugh and a big heart and very big dreams, and it was good until it wasn't. The first picture book written and illustrated by award-winning and best-selling creator Vashti Harrison traces a child's journey to self-love, and shows the power of words to both hurt and heal. With sparse text and exquisite illustrations, this emotional exploration of being big in a world that prizes small is a tender portrayal of how you can stand out and feel invisible at the same time. Love this book. Definitely glad to have this as a part of our library. We've got a letter to Bob. Now, this little medal is hard to read, but this is the American Indian Library Association Youth Literature Award. So AIYLA, and it's called A Letter for Bob. So this focuses on Native American, features Native American characters. It says, "Dear Bob, every card deserves a name. So when I could talk, I called you Bob. Bob stuck with the rest of the family, too. It fit. Strong, fun, trustworthy, Bob." So that'll be a fun book. We have a lot of books in this series, but we didn't have this one. Mr. Ott is a Crackpot, from the My Weirder-est school. Weirder-est is weirder than weirdest. Batter up, AJ's class is going head-to-head against rival Dirk School in a charity softball game. The losing team must clean the winning school's toilet with a toothbrush. Gross. Retired baseball pro Mr. Ott is here to lead elementary school, get it, elementary, to victory, but will his weird coaching tactics be a home run or a swing and a miss? So glad to have that. And our very last one, we've got 2 copies of this book. This is Simon Sort of Says, and this is Newbery Honor Award, longlisted for the National Book Award, Schneider Family Book Award Honor, finalist for the Audio Award for Best Middle Grade Audiobook of the Year. So this one's got a lot of awards on its list. But it says Simon O'Keefe's biggest claim to fame should be the time his dad accidentally gave a squirrel a holy sacrament, or maybe the alpaca disaster that went viral on YouTube. But the story the whole world wants to tell about Simon is the one he'd do anything to forget, the one starring Simon as a famous survivor of gun violence at school. 2 years after the infamous event, 12-year-old Simon and his family moved to the National Quiet Zone, the only place in America where the internet is banned. Instead of talking about Simon, the astronomers who flock to the area are busy listening for signs of life in space. And when Simon makes a friend who's determined to give the scientists what they're looking for, he'll finally have the chance to spin a new story for the world to tell. Simon sort of says the Newbery Honor-winning novel by Aaron Bow is a breathtaking testament to the lasting echoes of trauma, the redemptive power of humor, and the courage it takes to move forward without forgetting the past. So this is sort of a heavy book, but it's got a lot of humor to kind of lighten it up and talk about how we move past painful things in our lives. And it's obviously won many, many awards, and so we're very excited to have a couple copies of that here in the library collection as well. So I hope you'll check one of those out. That's the last of our new books for the year. Well, I say that. There are about 3 more that are coming, and that'll be the last. So anyway, come on into the library and check them out, kiddos and family. I hope that you can enjoy and encourage your kids to read some of these.